Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and we've got another Prize Picks video for you. We're going to be talking about the NFL Sunday slate on November 12th. But before we get started, if you've never tried Prize Picks, use our promo code. They'll double your first deposit up to $100. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell because we'll update you if any of these picks change. We will be putting some free plays and some pivot picks in the free section of our Discord, and we will notify you on YouTube once those plays are up. So before we get into our picks, Jordy's going to give us a recap of the Thursday night slate, the picks we had, and just talk a little bit about what hit, what didn't, and yeah, go ahead, Jordy.
Yeah, so it was looking good at first with Tyson Bagent. I think he ended at halftime with like well over 100 yards, so I was feeling pretty good about that. And Cole Kmet had like 20-some receiving yards. Cole Kmet ended up hitting, but we missed on Bagent and Thielen. Thielen only needed one more catch, and Bagent only needed I think less than 30 yards. So, it was a really close game. Sanders hit, no problem, and it was a close game. It's kind of tough with those single game slates, guys. Especially with those two teams. Sometimes you have two high-powered offenses going against each other, and we got a good game. This game had a high over/under, but it didn't perform to that level, and it was just it happens. You got a rookie quarterback, and on both ends of the field, so we tried our best on that one.
Yeah, that over/under, the game ended up playing out like we thought it would.
Yeah.
Obviously not, because two of our picks didn't hit, but
yeah.
Anyways, that was a tough one. That was a tough full slate between NBA and NFL, but we are back into a loaded weekend, so much better slates. So let's get into our picks here. All right, so to get us started, I'm going to be going with all receiving yards here. We'll be posting more to the Discord, but for the video, this is what I've got, and I'm going to go with Rachaad White here, who I'm not a big fan of personally. I don't really care for his running style, and I just think he's a little overrated. But he's getting a ton of work, and he's been really getting it done in the receiving game over the last 3 weeks. If you look here, he's actually been going kind of crazy, averaging 60 yards a game receiving. And look at this, 6 for 6, 7 for 7, 4 for 4. Seems like a pretty solid bet. If he's averaging 60 and he's catching everything and he's getting targets, I feel pretty good about him going over 25.5 here. So I'm going to take the over on that. There we go. Gonna work for me. Okay. And then my next pick, I'm going to be going with Dalton Kincaid down here. Where are you at? There we go. 53.5. I feel good about this as well. Similar situation. He's been really getting it done ever since Dawson Knox got injured. 73.7 is his average over the last 3 weeks. Been basically getting a chance to finally showcase the talent that he is. Big fan of his. Really wanted to get him in fantasy, especially Dynasty, and I was unable to get him, and it bums me out. But I think he's going to get it done this week. And then my last pick is going to be, it's up here a little bit. Where are you at? Garrett Wilson. It's funny, all three of these picks are receiving yards, and all three of them have been getting it done the last 3 weeks. If you go to Garrett Wilson here, he's been averaging 90. He's kind of, basically the only thing that Zach Wilson feels comfortable using as far as weapons on his team. Zach Wilson, not really competent. Looks like he's going to be a bust of a pick, but he is going to his elite receiver week after week and getting it done. So averaging 90 over the last 3 weeks. I like his chances against Las Vegas to get 65 yards in this game. What do you got, Jordy?
Yeah, man. So starting with me, I just want to say too, we give you guys 6 picks because that's what we like to play. You don't have to take all 6 of these picks. You can mix and match them with stuff you guys like. You guys have been doing that. Leave it in the comments. A lot of you guys have been doing a lot of that stuff, and that's great. That's what we're trying to give you here. We're trying to give you our 6 best picks that we can possibly give you on the board that we can find. And like he said, in our Discord, we post a lot. of good picks in the following morning because we do these videos late at night with our schedules. So that's just how it kind of falls for us. So in the morning, we post a lot of really good picks in the Discord as well. So anyway, getting started with my picks. My first one is going to be a receiving yards prop also. I'm going to go with Dalton Schultz here. There's no Nico Collins tomorrow for the Houston Texans. And, I mean, look at Dalton Schultz's last game. He went crazy. When Nico kind of got banged up a little bit, Dalton Schultz just took over for him. Obviously, they had a great game, but Cincinnati is not good in passing defense against tight ends. And Dalton Schultz has kind of been putting it together. So on paper, I just like this pick a lot. It's a minus 115, but I don't really, when I watch a lot of these games, I know what to look for, and I don't really like the odds on some of these. I think they just kind of run it through some generators and find some crappy odds, but I like him to go over this. He's been getting a ton of targets, and I'm liking that one. My next one is going to be, I'm taking Myles Garrett to go over 1 sack. I'm going to say that better this time because I always make myself laugh. He's been going crazy. He's third in the league in sacks right now. He's at 9.5 on the year. He's averaging over 1 a game. So, you know, I think the last time they played Baltimore, he sacked Lamar, and Lamar is the 9th most sacked quarterback in the league right now. He has a good O-line, but he just holds the ball too long. It's frustrating because I own him in fantasy, so I've been watching every Ravens game, and I think he's going to get sacked by Myles Garrett. And this is a minus 125 to go over, so Vegas likes it as well. And then my last one is going to be another receiving yards prop for another tight end. I've been sticking to this pick a lot, and it's been pretty good for me. And it actually hit for us on this channel. I'm going to go with Tyler Conklin. Oops. For over his receiving yards. If they had his receptions, I'd probably take it. But he's been getting it done in the receiving yards. You know, he's been very consistent. Zach Wilson has not been very good. He's been kind of checking it down and throwing quick slants to everybody on that team, and just hitting Garrett Wilson over the top for the big plays. But the guy eating up the most of the middle of the field has been Tyler Conklin. He's been fantastic for them. If we look at some stats here, let me just make sure I'm on the right one. Yeah, Vegas is giving up 6 targets, 5 receptions, and 44 yards a game to the tight ends. So they're okay at defense, but they're not covering the tight end that well. So I'm liking this pick. It's a minus 115. I don't really pay attention to that. The juice on the paper is there for us, so that's what I've got, man.
Great. So that's our 6 for Sunday. We'll definitely be posting more in our Discord, so go join us over there if you haven't yet. And have fun this weekend, and we will catch you in the next video.
Good luck, guys.